morning, my queens, and welcome back to another girls chat video. Today we're going to talk about when the heck are you going to realize that you in fact are the prize in every area of your life, whether that's relationships, friendships, your job. You are the prize, so you better start acting like it. Before we get started, go grab you your beverage. My drink today is just my daily. It's a coffee with oat milk, and that's just my favorite way I take my coffee. This morning I actually tried a creamer and it was good, but honestly nothing compares to this. It's definitely an acquired taste, and I get my oat milk from Costco. Although this is my second cup of coffee, let's have the first sip together. Oh my god, this is so good. It's just very therapeutic. Let me know what your favorite drink is. Mine is definitely coffee with oat milk. So let's jump into today's topic because we're wasting no time. At the end of the video though, if you're interested, I'm going to update you about my morning, what I spent doing, what I have plans for the day, and just give you a little bit life updates. But right now, I want to talk about the fact that you are the prize, you and me, we are the prize, and we need to act like it in every area of our lives. The reason I wanted to make this video is because I have a friend, and she was the inspiration of today's video, who she's been talking to this guy who she likes a lot, okay? She pretty much loves this guy, but they're still in the talking stage. And she was just acting in a way that did not scream that she is the prize, okay? She really likes this guy, and over time, she's finding herself to be the one always reaching out first. She's always the one calling first. She's always the one initiating plans. And at one point, she asked if he wanted to grab breakfast with her, and he literally flat out said, I don't know. And then she's like, what do you mean? And then he said flat out, no, that he doesn't want to grab breakfast with her. When she was telling me this, I was like, girl, what made you get to this point? What made you think it is okay to be like this? Like, you pretty much are telling the guy every single time you're reaching out to him that he is the prize and that he has got you wrapped around his fingers because you clearly love him, and you're just not acting like the prize. You're acting like he's the prize, okay? It's not gonna be the same when I'm telling the story now, but I'm really good at giving advice, and like literally her face and energy changed. She was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. And then I reminded her that, like, okay, yes, she likes this guy a lot, but at the end of the day, she has herself, that she is powerful on her own. No one is gonna take away from that, and that guy definitely is not gonna take away from that, right? Like, I told her that she needs to act like the prize, and at the end of the day, she's good with or without him, okay? Like, she's powerful without him. She has her personality, she has her job, she has her life that she created for herself. She has 2 dogs, so she has those 2 dogs. And I reminded her, like, honey, you are good on your own. You don't need this raggedy man. And my biggest advice to her was, do not reach out to him until he reaches out to you, and start embodying the energy that you are the prize in every area of your life. I think it's so easy to start putting people on a pedestal in every area of our life, okay? Like, whether it's our job, or if you're a student and you're comparing to other people, you think that like they're the prize, like they have something that you don't have, or they know something that you don't know. But trust me, all these people that are doing well in life, that have everything you want or everything that you think you want, they're not better than you. So stop looking at them as they're the prize. Instead, think of yourself, you're the prize. Think of yourself that wherever you go, you're a blessing. You're a blessing to be in that space. You're blessing everyone around you with your presence because you know yourself. You're a good person. You work hard on yourself. You treat yourself. You take time to be intentional with yourself. You pour in good information, good energy into your brain because you love yourself and you take care of yourself. And so everywhere you go, you're a good presence. And that doesn't mean that you're just going to be nice to everyone. It doesn't mean that you're just going to be a doormat. No, literally this makes you have so much value for yourself that you know when to step back. You know when to pull away. You know when to have your boundaries and be strict about these boundaries, right? So I talked in my last video, like literally, I think the basis for everything is just being a good person, okay? Like knowing yourself enough, giving back enough, and trying your best to reflect, to be as good of a person and human being as you can be, okay? But just because you're a good person, just because you're a nice person, doesn't mean you're a person that basically gets walked all over. Doesn't mean that you're a person who is desperate. Doesn't mean that you're not strong. It's like the opposite. No, when you're a good person, when you have a good presence, you're strong, you're powerful, you bring a lot of values, and the minute that someone disrespects you, you know to confront them, to talk about it, and if they keep doing that, learn to walk away immediately. Like literally in every area of your life. There was a period of time where I was just reflecting on myself, and I get this a lot. Like people look at me and they're like, you're such a nice person, you're such a nice person. And for a minute I was like taking offense to it because I was taking you know, you being a nice person as like a negativity or as a weakness. And then years went by and I realized that it's actually a strength. Being a nice person, being a good person, they're not equal, right? Like being nice person and good person, they're not the same thing. But if you are like just this sweet person and nice person, don't let the world dim you. Continue to be you, continue to be nice. But the biggest key is knowing and believing that you are the prize everywhere you go, okay? So me right now, like I am such a nice person, okay? I am nice, I own it, and I love it. That's one of my favorite things about myself is just how nice I am. But when someone disrespects me, devalues me, you better believe I'm not staying. You better believe I'm not gonna keep giving the same energy I was giving before. And this is when people, like if there are people that take you for granted, because people will take you for granted when you're nice and when you're always available. When you start like invoking your right to stepping away and having your boundaries, people are going to notice that and they're going to be like, oh, what is wrong with her? She thinks she's like so much better than everyone. She thinks she's this, that, da 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 da. But in reality, you just know your boundaries, you know your limits, and you know when it's time to step away, take a step back, and not give the same energy back. Literally, it's so powerful. And when you start moving in the world like this, you're going to feel and have so much respect for yourself. And going back to my friend, she took my advice, and literally the energy that she was getting from the guy that she's talking to is completely different. Because I reminded her of who she was, okay? I reminded her that she is the prize and that he is not the prize, okay? The raggedy boy is not the prize. Guess what? A day later, he called first. He's been treating her more. He wanted to take her out to this fancy restaurant, and I think they're going to go very soon. So it really makes a big difference when you know that you're powerful and you don't accept treatment that is less than what you deserve. And this advice is to be taken lightly. I think social media can be toxic. So when I say this, you might automatically think like, yes, I'm the queen. I deserve like Ferrari on the first day. I deserve like this and this and that. And yeah, you do deserve it. But also like, don't let social media fool you, okay? There are limits. There's a cap to everything. So don't put so much pressure on yourself to, oh my God, if I don't get a Birkin on the first date, if I don't get this, that, da 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 da, then they're not treating me like the queen that I am. No, there's a balance to everything. Like I said, you acting like the prize is you also treating yourself like the prize. Is you putting good information into your brain, you going and getting that degree, you going and starting that business, you going and working out. Like when you put in that work and when you take care of yourself so much, you should just expect the same treatment from other people and to you. That's all that I'm saying. I'm not trying to make you delusional. Like in some areas, like yeah, you should be delusional. We'll talk about that in other videos. But I don't want you to just have this like toxic mentality and like expecting things that are not going to come true, expecting things that you probably don't deserve, okay? Like, okay, I'm back. My battery died, so I went and charged it, and I am back. But I was just talking about confidence, that basically if you want to be confident, if you want to act like the prize, if you want to just exude confidence and act like the prize that you are, you need to put in the work too, okay? So it's kind of a little bit of a balance between having like delusional confidence and actually putting in the work so that you deep down believe and know that you should be confident, that you deserve to be confident. And aside from relationships, because I started this video off with talking about like my friend's example, this also works for friendships too. And I can tell you from personal experience and personal examples, I haven't had to cut off too many friends. I've had to distance myself a little bit. I try to avoid just cutting people off. Sometimes that's what you have to do, honestly. I could tell you one of my recent friendships that I decided to end, cut off, you know, throw in the garbage can, whatever you want to call it. It had to come from this type of self-reflection. It was a friendship where I was feeling I was putting in a lot of effort. I was putting in a lot of value. No matter what that friend wanted, I was always there for them. I dropped whatever I was working on, okay? Anything. And I'm a busy person, okay? Like, I have a lot of things that I'm doing, that I was working on at the time. And no matter what, I would always drop what I was doing, and I would go to that friend to help them out. And in hindsight, looking now, I can tell you, like looking back, I wasn't getting any value back. The same energy was not getting reciprocated, and I did not see that at the time. To me, like if you're my friend, like that doesn't come easily, okay? Like if you're my friend, I will love you, I'll care about you, I'll do whatever it is. Whenever you need me, I will be there for you. That's who I am, and I'm never gonna change that, okay? But I also learned the lesson that like, you can be that, but also you should expect the same value that you're putting into the friendship, you should expect it back. So at one point, I was reflecting, I was like, okay, this friend has been over my house multiple times. Whenever we were able to, like, the friend was over my house and I had never been inside her house ever, okay? My family treated her like she was literally their daughter. I did not get the same from her family. I'm the type of person who I am like just so happy for my friends, and when my friends win, it means that I'm winning, okay? Because I want to be around people who are successful. I want to be around people who take care of themselves, who are winning. So better believe that no matter what, the people around me, my friends, and who I can count on one hand, by the way, like my closest people to me, I want them to win. I want them to succeed. I want us all to win and succeed, and I want us all to go to the top together. Just because someone makes it doesn't mean that you can. Just because someone's beautiful doesn't mean that you're not beautiful. Like, nothing that anyone does takes away from what you have. This is something that you have to believe, and it comes with time to get to this point of thinking. So anyways, I used to wish her the best, do her the best, whatever she needed, help her with presentations, with papers. Like, I'd drop studying for an exam to help this friend out. Looking back, I could not say she did the same to me. That was my fault, you know? Like, I should have reflected more, and I should have been like, what is this friendship bringing to me? And this is why I brought up the wishing well for other people, is like right when I was doing much better than before, okay? Like, our friendship was based off of like us venting to each other, us listening to each other. So I would vent a lot about school, about exams, and she would always be there to listen to that. But then get this, right when I started to travel, I did my first solo trip, I did my first solo conference where I presented my research, I traveled all over Europe, I was doing all these things. All of a sudden, guess who's not opening my snaps? Guess who's not responding to me? Guess who's not like interacting with what I was doing? Keeping me undelivered for literally weeks, not days, literally weeks. And that's when I started reflecting a little bit. I'm like, why is she always there for me when I'm complaining, when I'm feeling sad? But whenever something good happens, she's not there. So I started thinking, and I started noticing that she was only like sharing the negative things with me and nothing positive. And I truly believe that a friendship, you should share everything to each other. Not just venting, but also the positive. You should wear your wins and your losses. One day, literally, this is how fed up I was. One day I was like, you know what? I am the prize. It's her loss if I get out of her life. I know how much value I bring in. I know the energy that I bring in. Like, why am I wasting my time like this? I am being disrespected, devalued. I'm not getting the treatment that I deserve. She don't deserve me. She don't deserve me, so guess what? I took her out of my life completely. I was like, I don't have time for this. This is a big oversimplification of the friendship. Like, I have communicated a lot of this stuff before to the friend. Like, I've been the first person to reach out. I have been the bigger person to initiate hangouts, to initiate, okay, something feels off in this friendship, let's talk about it. I've been the one to initiate that before. So it came to a point where I was fed up, basically. I don't want you guys to think that I would just take a person out without talking to them. No, I made it with a lot. I made that decision with a lot of thinking and a lot of consideration, and it all came from knowing and believing that I was the prize. Pour into yourself as much as possible and carry yourself like the prize that you are. Okay, with that being said, that brings us to the end of the portion where we talk about being the prize and acting like the prize that you are. Let's talk a little bit of updates. I hope that you guys have been doing well. I've been doing really well recently, you guys. I've been taking amazing care of my health. Like, I've been going to the gym, and recently, I think I mentioned in my old video, like, I've been going to a gym like that's near to my apartment now, and I really don't like it. I don't like the aura. I don't like the energy in that place. Like, I just feel like I don't get good workouts in that specific gym. So I went to my old gym yesterday and I had the best workout ever. My favorite part of working out is going into the sauna, and the sauna at my old gym that I went to yesterday was amazing. So you better believe I woke up this morning with glowing skin. I woke up feeling amazing, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start going to that gym from now on, even though it's a little bit further, but whatever, like, I'll still go. My morning also has been really chill. I cleaned my entire apartment, which I feel good about. It's not like super spotless clean, but it's definitely tidied up. And I made me hard-boiled eggs. I ate 3 eggs, and then I put banana peppers on top of the eggs. They're so good, you guys. If you have never tried this, try hard-boiled eggs, cut them in slices, and then put either jalapeno slices or banana peppers on top of like each slice. so good. Such a good mix. You don't even have to put any salt over it because the contrast between the peppers and the eggs is perfect. I went ahead, journaled a little bit. I got ready for you guys, and now I'm about to go get dressed. I'm gonna go get a really quick workout in. Mainly want to do cardio, then I'm gonna go spend some time with my mom. You know what you guys are up to, and if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me, you guys. I'm really trying to grow on here. Really would love to reach more people, and you subscribing, I feel like helps to do that. So if you enjoy this video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to connect with me more and in real time, go ahead and follow my Instagram and my TikTok. TikTok, I post almost every day. I don't post as much as before because my focus now and my love now is YouTube, but I still post on TikTok, and it's a little bit more frequently than YouTube. And then Instagram, I mostly post Instagram story. You'll see like real posts. I don't really post much, but stories, I post a lot. So go ahead and check them out if you are interested. But for now, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers!